It's your one chance to kind of show personality, some character.
Kind of gives you a chance to add your own personal touch to your equipment. You kind of have an idea of how your pads and all your gear is going to fit together and what it's all going to look like. So you definitely want it to look good and be original.
It's a pretty special part, I guess, of our equipment because it's very personalized. We can do whatever we want with it, which is pretty cool because none of the players get to do that.
You want to relate your mask to your team, but you also want to relate it to yourself a little bit.
We contact the painter and then kind of send him what you think you want, and then he kind of looks at that, tells you what he thinks would be good, tells you what you should change, and then, I mean, I'd say 75% of it's kind of your thoughts, and the rest he kind of adds in his own stuff.
Well, it's a pretty stressful process. I worked a lot with the artist. Like, I met with him a couple of times to go through what I wanted on it, like how detailed I wanted it, or if I wanted to keep it simple, which is what I ended up doing. But it was really a lot of work with the artist because I'm not a very creative person.
For the most part, guys do goalie masks, motorcycle helmets, same kind of thing.
Initially, I had asked a few artists to sort of sketch up some ideas involving tigers and whatnot, but eventually I decided that I wanted to design certain aspects of my mask myself. So I ended up making various sketches and getting together reference photos, pretty much the sides and the back. I designed all that myself. So
the artist has the better eye for what's going to look good on it, so you kind of tell him what you want on it, and then he runs with it and kind of puts his own idea together.
For me, a good design was just incorporating all parts of the team and also throw some personal stuff in there.
By now, a lot of the stuff from the school has been used, so you don't really want to copy someone else's. Austin Shaw kind of tended to copy mine a little bit, but yeah, so I mean, there's definitely a lot of thought that goes into it.
Getting it back is pretty special to open the box and see it for the first time.
Starting on this side, we have Blair Arch. When I visited, I thought it was probably one of the coolest buildings I'd seen. Up top, we have like a big tiger with Make Hobie Proud. This side, I really didn't know what I want, so that's where the painter came into play. And he put just another tiger. The back plate, I guess, is probably the most personal part for everyone. So here, just kind of like a P. Then I have Delbarton, my high school. And then this was for a girl that passed away from cancer from our junior team. Like, our coach is really close to her. So we dedicated our season to her, so I have that there for her.
So the tiger on the top, obviously, it's one of my favorite parts. I kind of left it up to the artist on how to do the tiger, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. On either side, I just have some basic Princeton symbols, so the P, obviously, and then the shield on the other side, and then my number 31 on the chin. This yellow daffodil is the symbol for the Canadian Cancer Society, which is an organization that's like really important to me, so I wanted to have that on there. Silves, everyone calls me Silves on the team, so wanted to throw that on there. I'm Canadian, just like Kimbo, so gotta have that on there, gotta represent. And then my grandparents come from Italy and Portugal, so it's important to me to show that off as well.
Here we have the skyline of Denver and some mountains in the background. It was pretty important to me to have a little like tribute to where I'm from, and I thought that'd add a little personal touch to it, so I thought that was kind of cool. On this side, it's got a tiger just to add to the tiger theme, I guess. And then on the chin, put the Princeton P, and then on the back plate, I really wanted the shield done.
So just the front, it's a classic tiger with the cage between the teeth, the gaping teeth. On the right side, you'll see that we have the Princeton shield with my number on it. I guess you could sort of think of it as helping me to stop the puck once in a while. And on the other side, I have one of the tiger paws clawing up the side. I want it to look very fierce and ferocious. Kind of continuing the theme of the skeleton tiger, I have a tiger skull, and between the teeth are some of the things that are most important to me. So first of all, my family, represented with my last name, and secondly, the maple leaf. So I'm Canadian, and it's very important to me that I remember where I come from and my country.
All right, so on the side, both sides, I have the tiger. When I talked to the painter, I told him I wanted it to look a little bit like the tigers up outside Nassau Hall. but I wanted to be kind of a real tiger too, not like the statue. So I took that and came up with this, which the detail's really good. On the top, I put the crest. It's a little chipped up now, but just seemed to kind of fit between the tigers pretty nicely. Put my number on the chin, same kind of theme with the scratch marks on the side from the tiger. Then on the back, I talked with a couple of my buddies and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, and they came up with the tiger, just kind of standing up like that, and I liked the idea, so I went with it.